This is Romanosky from the Distinctive Collection in Calgary, Canada. And what we have here is another lovely used Porsche 911. So in this instance, what we have is a 2008 911 C4S TARGA. So this is a 997 car, which replaced the 996 in 2005, and is the second generation of the water-cooled Porsches. And they took the 996 version, and as Porsche has for the last 40 years or 45 years, they've continually improved the product and upgraded it, and it's a very accomplished piece. This car has the Targa, which is a unique interpretation of the traditional Porsche Targa top, and it gives you a full-length glass roof with a sunshade to protect you from the bright sunlight, and then the rear also functions as a hatchback. The Targa 4S gives you the S spec in the 911, and this does a couple things. For the first time since the early 70s, Porsche offered two engine sizes with the 997. So there was the regular 3.6 liter with 325 horsepower, basically the same as in the previous generation 996, but then they added a 3.8 liter version in the S, and that engine has 355 horsepower. So when you got an S Porsche 997, you got the bigger engine 3.8, and then you got the larger wheels and tires and the flared rear arches with the larger tires. And so it's a much more aggressive looking car, and that's one of the things they wanted to do with the 997, is make it look a little bit more masculine. So, and in fact the Targa has the largest rear wheels of even the two-wheel drive Carrera S at 305 section, and this car is wearing Michelin Pilot PS2s, which are, I think, the best tires out there right now. So they gave the Targa, or the C4S Targa, the widest track, and it actually has different rear fenders, and then they gave it slightly softer springs. So it is stiff anti-roll bars, softer springs, and a wider track, so they didn't lose any grip. So this car is, of all the 911 variants at the moment, it's probably the most civilized and pleasant, but it's not a slow car, and it's not a soft car. The weight increase for the four-wheel drive hardware is only 120 pounds, and the weight increase for the glass roof is only about 130 pounds. So this car still tips the scales with a curb rate at around 3,400 pounds, which is even lighter than our Aston Martin V8 Vantages, which are about 3,600 pounds. So you needn't concern yourself that you're getting a soft 911 or a slow 911 when you get a C4S Targa, and you do get the really significant added benefit of the cabin ambience, which is really quite wonderful. This car is presented in Nordic Gold, and this was the launch car, and by that I mean that Porsche produced one of these cars for every dealer in North America, and the colors were chosen and the equipment was chosen to best reflect the car in Porsche's opinion. So it's a real treat to have a 911 that isn't the usual black or gray or white, which they just about all are. So it shows as a really distinctive, really special piece. So to get a picture of the inside here, of course we still start these Porsches with our left hand, like they did in Le Mans, because they used to run across the track and then they could start the car and select the gear simultaneously. Of course, that was deemed too dangerous, and they haven't done that for a while. But anyway, if we start the car, and then we can increase the sunshade. I don't know if I can show you that. I guess you get the idea. And it's just the tiniest little bit translucent, but it would block about 99% of all the light. So then, if we hit this button here, the Targa top slides back. It's recessed, and then it doubles up in the back, and it gives you an area that is about twice as large as a conventional sunroof. So all in all, the Targa makes a big difference in the amount of light let in the cabin, and it's a wonderful airy feeling, and it better shows off the improvements that they've made in the 997 interior, which include, I would say, substantially nicer seats. These are the full leather sports seats, but also better quality materials for the sill and the center console. A new steering wheel, which is a nicer feel, smaller, grippier. It has a magnesium frame, and you know, the door panels and so forth are just a little bit more nicely finished than the outgoing models. So all in all, it's a terrific, charismatic Porsche. I think if you want a track car, you know, go with a GT3 with its dry-sumped engine and lighter weight. But for a commuter car or a sports car that you can drive every day in all weather, kind of the best of all worlds, the four-wheel drive that can extend the life of the car in many climates substantially, and the Targa roof and the hatchback for a very minimal increase in weight, and not diluting the sharpness of the 911 concept, but adding quite a bit to the usability and practicality of the car. I think it's a great choice. And this car is about 10,600 kilometers. It's a local car. It shows as new. There's really nothing to complain about with the car. So Lawrence Romanosky, the Distinctive Collection in Calgary, Canada, and any of us here would love to show you the car. Thank you for viewing.